So, no, I wouldn't say I have a passion for HR.
Welcome back to Human Resources for the People. It's a human capital revolution. Are you interested in a side gig of resume writing? We're going to talk about that today. Speaking from personal experience, I envision myself as a potential resume writer. I'm a fairly good writer. I understand the dynamics between getting a job. And so I said, okay, I'm going to get my certification through the Professional Association of Resume Writers and Career Coaches. It does appear to be the biggest, most important resume writing service that exists. Just for clarity here, the PARWCC is a professional organization that serves individuals in the career services industry. They provide resources, support, and networking opportunities for resume writers and career coaches to enhance their skills and stay updated on industry trends. They offer certification programs, which we'll talk about today, for resume writers and career coaches, networking opportunities with other professionals in the industry, educational resources, a code of ethics, and industry advocacy. So if you are considering a career in resume writing or career coaching, or if you're already in the field and wanting to enhance your skills, this could be a valuable step of joining the Professional Association of Resume Writers and Career Coaches. And so let's talk about the organization. Let's talk a little bit about what the CPRW is. And it's really for the next step of developing individuals with resume writing experience. There's a test. The association developed a standard for testing resume writers and then awarding that certification to those people who meet it. And when I did it, it seems like this is not the case, but when I did this, you actually you got the packet of what you were supposed to communicate via resume, and then you had to mail it off to them and do it, I think four, if I recall correctly, and those individual packets would go to individual judges, and they would score your resume writing ability. I did prepare for it quite a bit. I bought quite a few books just to make sure I understood it. Got involved in like federal, understanding how to write a federal resume. Just bought a lot of different books in order to make sure that I was prepared for becoming a certified professional resume writer. In terms of human resources certifications, the CPRW is actually relatively cheap. The testing fee is $295. If I recall correctly, and I don't remember exactly, but the SBHR is like 500, 600, and maybe it's a little less if if you join HRCI or SHRM in the case of the SHRM CP SCB. But anyway, it's relatively cheap in the grand scheme of testing, in the grand scheme of human resources certifications. They send you a link once you've registered. They send you a link to download the instructions, and it's a guide for preparing the test, but it not really teach you anything. There's a time test, and then you send it via email. So you have to be prepared, and then you roll with it. And I think that this is really exceptional, or can be. I mean, it can be an exceptional side gig. People pay up to $1,000 for resume. So this is the value and the money that you could get from this is actually quite substantial if you really want to dedicate yourself to it. I will note, and this is kind of what frustrated me, is that so it's $295, but in addition, you have to join PARWCC, and that membership is $175. And so out the door, right, you're paying closer to $500. And then in addition, and this was what again frustrated me, is that I got a notice from PARWCC in the email that I could not put the CPRW logo in my LinkedIn profile if I did not pay the next year. So it is cheap, kind of, but the test itself is kind of cheap. But then you have to keep paying to maintain your membership, and this can be vetted, right? I mean, someone could, in theory, validate your certification and say, "Oh, you don't have it anymore," and the PARWCC will tell them. And so, but I got an email saying, "Hey, you can't claim this anymore because you haven't updated your membership fee." I paid it for 1 year, and then I really didn't see the value of it. And there was also a lot of drama the year that I was doing that, or within the organization. Anyway, so then ultimately, we'll talk about what happened afterwards. After the fact, I never really got a resume gig, but I also didn't really embrace it like I should. I tried a couple times. I explored, helping people fix people's resumes for them to see if they can get jobs and then recommend me elsewhere. I tried a few different things, but I really didn't put my heart and soul into it. I just thought it was an interesting side gig. If you're interested in becoming a resume writer, leave a comment down below. Let's help network. If you're interested in, getting your source out there, getting your services out there for a wider audience, let me know. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.